MD, what is up? And welcome everybody to tonight's race. Running off 3.5 hours sleep. MD, I'm running off very similar hours myself. So you and I know what you're going through. It's the middle of the day here. I didn't get any good sleep at all last night. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the SFR GT Challenge Pro Round 5 at the Bluemoon infield circuit. And today they're racing for the International Day of Disabled Persons. That is today's cause for the race tonight, which is good to see. Want to do a big shout out again this week to Spec One. He was the donation last week of 20 USD, which was awesome to see. If you want to help us out here on the channel, you can do so at streamlabs.com/Josh Gahan. The link is down there on the bottom left hand of your screen. It could be in the description of some of the videos. Some of them might not have it, but that is what it is. But yeah, it is tonight, round 5, the last round before Christmas break, and the last race we get from SFR before, well, yeah, they disappear until 2020. So don't miss this one. We're just a few moments away now, as we're waiting for the grid to be set and we can get going. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. I did accidentally change them, and they're impossible to get exactly the same settings again because I didn't save it. So my bad. If the game sounds a little quiet when we get into it, let me know. I'll turn it up. It's possible I turn that down really quiet. But at the moment, I think it is Spec One who is actually leading this championship in the Pro. You know, in a second, it is Spec One leading 96 points. CK's got 69. Then it's Becwa from Black Dragon, Silvestro also from Black Dragon in 4th, and Magic Man from Rockefeller is the top 5 with 68 points himself. No, that's not right. They're not in order. Oh, they do this to me every week. Because Silvestro's only got 44 points. He can't be 4th. So there's just been a mix-up, an admin error. Let's get a Silvestro. So that means Magic Man is 4th. Little Mac is 5th. Something like that, anyway. I just noticed the sheet isn't right. Right, I better let them know we're good to go. And we're also, remember, we're calling the red flags as well. So we've got to keep an eye out on the red flag situation. Thank you, Nicholas, for your support and liking the stream. Everyone else can do the same thing. And your name should pop up on screen once I get to the race. We should be starting this one in 2 seconds. The stream starts in 1 minute 20. If you're getting through the replay, we're about to get going. So don't skip any further. Because here we go. This is it. This is round 5 of the Pro Division. Here's your grid. Mataka got top in the qualifying, Death Sight 2nd, CK 3rd, Magic Man, then it was Little Mac in the top 5, Spec One just outside in 6th. Here we go, waiting for the start. Hoping everything is nice and clean off the get-go. Everybody gets away. That's what we want to see. Looks like 2 rare down the back did. And up the front, they've got to be careful of the first turn, that they don't cut that one a little bit too much, because they can go through the track limit to get themselves a penalty later on. Everything's looking nice and sweet. No need for a red flag, I don't think. I don't know what happened to Too Rare and J-Rod. Let's have a quick look. G'day and welcome. Parrot, good to have you on Mixer. Let's have a quick look at this. Parrot, what do we reckon? J-Rod was involved in a situation. Seemed to be all of his own oh. Should we call a red? Yeah, I think we should. Let's call it. I'm gonna call it. I've called that red because I didn't really like what happened, and they're almost through the lap. Thank you for Parrot hosting us on Mixer. Anyway, we should get a cleaner start than that one. Some of the drivers obviously weren't ready with whatever happened there. But good day, Beth. Good to have you up. Gel Speed's still hanging around. I don't think he's realised. So I called the red. I just wanted to make that before the end of the last lap. If you are watching, I don't know if it was the right call to make it that situation, but there were 3 cars, and as far as I'm aware, about 3 cars is pretty much the start of the limit of the red, and yeah, it looked like we should probably call that one. 305, he's got a special livery for a little girl who had some heart surgery, getting a pacemaker. I don't want to get a name wrong, so I will get you that in a moment. But this is the livery. Her name is Jade, little daughter of a friend of 305's, and she had heart surgery to get a pacemaker, so the livery is to support her. So that's a nice little touch here tonight. Thank you, Parrot, for the coffee. Is that what it is? Coffee with marshmallows. Thank you. Here we go. We'll get the second. We'll get this started up again. We'll get start 2 done. Here it is, round 5 Pro Division Final. Here at the Bluemoon infield circuit. This is start 2 after a red flag. So there's your top 5. Spec 1's been moved up 1. So have we lost a driver? Yeah, we did. I don't know why. Anyway. Let's get it started. Waiting and waiting, and it's green light. We're racing, and the guys get underway up towards the first turn now for the first time, for the second time tonight. Everything looks a little bit better this time. No need for a red. Everyone's through. J-Rod through as well. Good to see. And up the front, it's Nataku leading the way, and the Black Dragon team. Look at his new livery. You heard me talking about it last week, and he's gone ahead and he's gone and copied what the Jackie Chan team did. And he's put his own twist on it. It's good to see. Spec 1 getting a move up the inside there in the AMG Mercedes, but holding 4th, Death Scythe. So Spec 1's gained 1 position, Death Scythe down 1 for the Black Dragon. So Rockefeller happy with how things are turning out at the start of this one. Voice noise from Powerhouse in the Lexus rather. Yeah, it's a powerhouse of a car, I must say. Yeah, Little Mac got kicked. I don't know why. I mean, we could call a red again. Might as well. Let's red it. We've got to get Little Mac back in. I did notice there was someone missing. Alright, Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, some drivers got kicked. It's not usual. Oh, what's going on there? It's fixed itself. Hot cocoa, fair enough. Yeah, we hadn't even finished the first lap, but they've had a bit of practice. So, yeah, it's, I mean, they should be all down and dirty with it now. Medium tyres, a lot of them using it early on. So keep an eye out for the medium tyre situation. We will have to go through them, actually, once we get a bit of a chance. Looks like I've got at least Hoodie, Silvestro, Death Scythe on mediums. Gel Speed's on mediums. 3 or 5. Hoodie got him. Magic Man Softs. Gel Speed. Silvestro got him. Little Mac. Death Scythe got him. Becqua. Becqua on the mediums. And 2 rare. Alright, this is it. There's no more reds because we've used them all up. It's what happens sometimes. It's just the way things go. So this will be the final start. No matter what happens, I'm just gonna have to. They're just gonna have to deal with it. If they get kicked, or if they whatever, it's just too bad, so sad. Anyway, here's the final. Rules of the race, Beth. They've got to use the medium tyre at least once. Hensel's going through the medium tyre users. You've got to use it at least once for a lap. And they've got fuel and soft tyres to use. Softer mediums, and there's fuel to get through. They will all do the fuel at a different rate. So let's see what happens. Here we go. Race gets started. CK got an absolutely blistering start. And he's up beside Nataku already before turn 1. This is going to be a huge run up into the first turn. Spec 1 side by side as well. And look at him, almost 3 wide through the corner. And it's Nataku losing out. Spec 1 gets up ahead. There's someone up on the inside. I think that's Gel Speed. Magic Man's on the outside as well. But at the moment, Death Scythe is going to push his way forward. Nataku could be losing out. Fourth place Spec 1. He's keeping it clean in the AMG Mercedes. But he's keeping it tight. And a tight racing line to the side of Death Scythe. We'll have the inside here at the hairpin. And he will scream ahead. And Death Scythe now losing out of that one. Fantastic start from everybody. Here's Becqua in the Volkswagen for Black Dragon Racing Team. Up beside Silvestro. And he just slots back ahead before we come around the final corner. Hoodie there. 2 rare. Up beside 305, who's got the special livery. I think 305's had some dramas in that first lap for him to be sitting so far down the order the way he is for that special livery for Jade tonight. Thank you, Axel, for your support tonight. Thank you for liking the stream. Let's see if we can't see what happened to 305. Looks like he's struggling. So he was in 11th, so clearly something happened to him. This is the start from 305. He got away good, didn't he? Got out in front of Becqua early on. Becqua we saw up into 8th. And then it was up into the first turn, and the guys at the front were squabbling for position. Boys Noise from Powerhouse was just in behind him. And then there's Becqua just getting ahead into this turn. Seems to be clear running. He's in 10th right now, so he's lost four spots from back here somewhere. As you can see, everybody was keeping it nice and clean. Must have been around to the last turn for 305. Into the hairpin. He saw some gap, went for it. He's cut back in though. Oh, there it was. There it was. Getting the power down out of the hairpin. He's now back up into 12th position. Back up the front at CK. So CK's got that position outside of Nataku. Spec 1's up into 3rd, so he was moved up one more as well from the beginning of that one. So we probably missed a few things on that lap there. Apologies for that, but I wanted to find out what happened to good old 305. In CK, he's ranking high up into the drivers' point system at the moment. Bit of a collision between him and Nataku. You're going to have to keep it a little bit cleaner than that, otherwise they won't get to the end here. Nataku has the wider line. Spec 1 though inside the slipstream attack range right now. He's in the Lexus. There's some big cars right now up the front fighting for that first place. Maybe even a bit of a bump draft happening between all three of them. Spec 1's going to full send up the inside up to turn 1. And Nataku, he's just kept it ahead, and Spec 1 snuck it up the inside and crept ahead. Great little move. And now Nataku's got a little bit of extra work ahead of him now. But you can see they're scraping together, they're so close. Magic Man from Rockefeller is in 4th place. He's also featured on the thumbnail for YouTube and Facebook. If you saw the thumbnail, that was Magic Man. I haven't gone anywhere. And back. Woody's in 6th place for the Viper. The Viper's one of my favourite cars in the Group 3 Viper. It's a powerful machine. But right now they've got a bit of work to do because they've lost a bit of time to the gap ahead of them. Back up the front. We've got CK vying for the lead, but these two, their little duel, their scrap for this 2nd place has not stopped. Now we're on 5 of 50. It's a quick lap. Last lap from Spec 1 at 107.777. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Josu Cruz. Hopefully I said your name right. And thank you very much for hitting the like button there. Now, we've got the race to come ahead. But Spec 1 just screaming ahead now. He's chasing down CK, 6/10 the gap. That slipstream, a huge advantage for him. Back down in the middle, Powerhouse Racing Team, Boys Noise and that Lexus. There's a trail of cars now fighting. 7th place probably leads that field. 6th place, Little Mac might be a little bit too far ahead. Boys Noise made it a little bit wide through there. And Silvestro in behind. In the NSX, he was a little bit wide as well. 305, he's quick today, isn't he? He's back up into 10th, so after that quick mistake we heard on the first lap, he's quickly rectified that. Big Red from Powerhouse is in 11th, and he's also in a Lexus. He's got gel speed in that AMG Mercedes right in his tail. That's Beckwire in 13th. Oltuga in the Mustang. He's struggling to find the right racing line tonight in that Mustang. Such a shame. And J-Rod from Full Attack, well, he's down to 15th, but he probably has the best looking livery on the grid. I think there's a bit of lag there for him as well. That might be adding to his woes. CK though, the slipstream battles begin as we get upwards now to the first 5th of this race gone. Now remember, they've got to use the tyre, medium tyre at least once. Let's go through and have a look where Everybody is sitting on the tyre situation. So the two guys at the front on the softs. So's Nataku. That's not surprising then to see them so high up. Magic Man also on the softs. Little Mac on the softs. So the list I had before, let's throw it out the window. Deathsight's got the mediums. You can add him to your list now. Have to write it down as we go along. Boys Noise, he's got the soft tyre. Medium for Hoodie. And here's Silvestro. Silvestro making a bit of a move. Silvestro is also on the mediums. So they've run 7 laps rather on those medium tyres. They only had to do 1 lap, but they're thinking it's a little bit quicker to run it for a little bit longer. Silvestro might go for a little bit of a tuck and run up the inside, but that Viper seems to have the edge on him as they come into the turning for turn number 1. And it is already the Viper just ahead. He's Big Red and Beckwar. Red's got the old softs on. Beckwar gets the move. And they're both on the soft tyre. But a little bit of a wide run for him in the Volkswagen. And that's going to give this man in the Lexus the run back up the inside and a way to reclaim that 10th place back. He's done a great job of doing that. Kept it clean. Now, was there seemed to be an issue there. Let's have a look. What happened to Big Red? He's down into 13th. He's got some... Oh, he just didn't get the car turned at all. Not a good start for him at all. Now he's got a bit of a work ahead of him, doesn't he? Let's have another look. Let's see where that all started for Big Red. Coming through. He just had the wide line. He just hit the dirty line. And yeah, the car was not compliant. And he's the first to come in. Not surprising. Let's see what he does. He's going to take some fuel early on too. That might help him later on in this one. And he's gone to the mediums. So Big Red is another medium compound driver. Spec 1's leading over CK. Let's see if we saw that on a replay. It would be coming up at this moment. So Spec 1 was second here on lap 8. Must have been a slipstream move for CK and Spec 1. Let's have a look. He was in the slipstream. CK didn't have much defensive options ahead of him. Spec 1 saw the gap on the outside. CK had to stay high. Spec 1 was low. And there it was. Great little overtake. That was for the lead, and he now keeps it into lap 10. Axel and Josu having a chat. Getting more of the guys from the Puerto Rican e-racing club back into the league. Would love to have you here, guys. We've got Marzan and Autista in the elite division. It would be good to see more of the yellow cars running around, mixing it up with some of the boys and girls. So hopefully you can get yourself on a reserve driver list at the moment. The driver list right now is pretty much full. Here's Little Mac and Nataku they're both from Black Dragon Racing Team. Nataku's got his new livery this week. Spec 1's in the pits. I don't know if Nataku's going to have a run on Little Mac. They just come out. It's a short pit stop. Deathsight's coming in. He's taking off those mediums. There's no move done then. Boys Noise is in 6th. So luckily we got Little Mac back into this race because he was kicked out at 305's up into 9th place. Deathsight, he's back out in 10th. Silvestro's in 11th. J-Rod's, he's moved forward in the world. He's up to 12th. And Big Red, after that accident, well, he's trailing everybody at the back of the grid. But his teammate, CK, has retaken the lead. What has happened to Spec 1? There seems to have been... Well, Spec 1, he's lost 2 positions. There must have been an accident somewhere. Is there any damage on that car? Not visibly that we can see. He was leading though. And CK's back in. Oh, was he in the pits? I forgot. A lap later. That's just how much is going through my mind. Obviously, let's say CK's back out, so Magic Man will take the lead. Spec 1 gets back up in a second. Just made myself look like a goose. Magic Man though, he's got a bit of a task ahead of him now. Because there's drivers in behind him that have taken to the pit lane. Magic Man is yet to do so. You can see his tyres are wearing away from him. Spec 1's tyres are nice and new. That's why he lost those positions. Because I'm a goose. CK's taken to the pit lane as well. Got some new tyres. And Nataku's on some mediums. So Nataku was up with these guys early on. Because he was on the soft tyre, he's going to fall off the pace a little bit. Boys Noise leads the charge for 5th, but it looks like Hoodie and Little Mac are on their little charge. They're going to catch him up soon. Little Mac's on some new mediums himself. Oh, he's hit that outside wall. He didn't lose too many positions out of it. I think Beckwar... Oh, I think Little Mac was going to go in, and he's decided not to. 305 comes up on the outside. Beckwar's a little bit low. And look at this. There's a lot of Black Dragon Racing Team cars right now filling your screen. The Volkswagen has a tighter line. Who was that on the outside? That's Death Scythe in the R8. He was looking speedy through there. 305 looks like he's in some sort of trouble soon. Lots and lots going on. Lots of orange cars in this mid-pack battle. 305 from the Rockefeller Racing Team. He's about to get an overtake. And Scythe converts it. 305 just has to look at the long game right now and concentrate on what's ahead of him. That's the end of the 50 laps right now. Think about his strategy and go with what he's planned. Whatever that may be. 305 again, losing another position. I don't know, he was flashing his lights then. Was he not happy with something? Well, he did hit the wall and he come back. Oh, he was saying sorry. That's what it was. So 305 having some trouble with that second to last turn. And wearing some scrapes and scars on the outside of the chassis. It's Spec 1 though leading for Rockefeller Racing. And he's got a healthy lead, 2 seconds at the moment, or it's close to 2. CK's giving him the chase down. And Nataku is dropped off, but he's on those medium tyres, remember. In 4th place is Magic Man, who's on some nice new softs. So I think it's going to be a matter of time for Magic Man. He'll get around Nataku here. I'll tell you what, this race is heating up as much as it's heating up where I'm living. Right now it's almost midday. It's half past and the temperature is 39 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's bloody hot. Someone do the conversion for me, because you guys are all Fahrenheit lovers. I wouldn't know what that is in Fahrenheit. But 39 degrees Celsius already at 11:30. Oh, Magic Man! As I'm talking about the heat, he's turned it up himself and he's spun himself out. I don't know if there was any contact. Let's have a look at the onboard. There's his telemetry for you as well. It might show something. Oh, that was weird, wasn't it? Let's have another look at that. He's now in behind a pack of BDRTs. The Black Dragon Racing Team. They're going to be working together to slow him down. Now, was it when he hit the brakes here? Have a look. Yeah, it was. I don't know if he had a tyre on the outside of the grass either. So BDRT, Becqua and Silvestro, they're going at it, but Becqua's going to slice off and hit the pit lane. Magic Man's going to try and recover this one. Is he going to work together here with a bit of a bump drafting? Sending up the inside. Silvestro, he'll be aware of the move. The man in the Lexus, though, is going to squeeze him out, and he should be able to convert this overtake shortly. Surely, Silvestro's got the pace, though, around the outside, and he's kept the move. But I think he did it a little bit too fast, because look where he is. Action all around. Hoodie's coming up on him. Hoodie's going to get the overtake. Boys Noise will do the same thing to him. Silvestro, he just had to keep it clean through there. He was a little bit too keen to get the spot back, and he might have put himself into some danger. Around the outside, the car was just understeery, and that Honda NSX did not play ball. He's back up into a 9th, so it's not all bad. This is the onboard for him. Oh, he just couldn't hit that apex or whatever he wanted to do, and it was good night racing. And there comes Woody. So Silvestro put himself in that one there. He's going to have to work really hard right now to get that one back. Looks like there's a bit of action happening just ahead. Magic Man again in some sort of trouble. Let's have a look what happened. They were the trio was slipstreaming each other. Little Mac gets a little wide. Death Scythe gets the wobbles. Oh, I don't know if he was squeezed there from Little Mac. That let's have another look. I don't know if he was happy with that at all. And he's caught up now with Hoodie and Magic Man as well. Silvestro back on him. Oh, and he's kept it out of the wall just in case. And Hoodie, though, screams past for 6th place. But this one's getting physical, and it's starting to get a little bit personal for the boys out there. Little Mac taking off the mediums and putting them on anyway. And he's back out onto the soft. So Little Mac's done his medium stint. Back to Magic Man. Let's have a look. Because they were fighting for this one. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't really blame Little Mac for that. I think it was just the line Magic Man was taking then, wasn't it? Great racing though. Lots of action happening right now for the Pro Division, and it's getting really feisty in that midfield. Silvestro's starting to get away from it all, but Magic Man's been caught up with it all with Becqua. And Boys Noise in there, gets the back end out. Got to be careful. Get a little bit too aggressive, get a little bit too happy on that accelerator. You'll see yourself in oversteer heaven. Back around the middle of this one. Did a 107.6 before he's done this lap. 108.4, so the times are coming down now that they're amongst this scrap on track. A little bit of a nudge from boys. Becqua holds it though. Great little side-on-side racing. Boys Noise probably called out slightly, but Becqua holds it. And now Magic Man right up into the side, up the backside of Boys Noise. Boys Noise blocking the run beautifully. Magic Man having to just stomp on the brakes to avoid causing a bit of a collision then. I think Boys Noise actually said sorry for that. Have a look at this. Expecting a bit of a move. Oh, it looked a little bit more wild from the other angle. I think it was all okay, wasn't it? And he's getting the run out of Magic Man right now. fantastic race. Let's see what happens here. Back up to the front. Oh, rather. Death Scythe was getting involved. He's going to sneak one up the inside. Boys knows as well. Magic Man doesn't know where to go. 305's getting a little bit lost in it all as well. Death Scythe back up the front of this pack. Hoodie's joined on as well. How many cars do we have here? So 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got about 6 cars fighting for 6th place, but Death Scythe with a huge run, an absolutely storming run through there. He's almost made these guys distant memory for this lap. And they move up one more spot. Boys Noise chucks it down the inside into the first turn. They're squeezing it through, holding their line beautifully, giving each other just enough racing room. 305 sees an opportunity, and he's got to squeeze Little Mac. He holds 8th place. And Hoodie, he's caught back up. He sort of lost a little bit of run down that slipstream, down the banking. But he's back inside it. He's back inside the attack zone. And there's a move happening between 305. Great run from 305. Little Mac sees an opportunity open up. Boys Noise doesn't want to let it happen. He squeezes Little Mac outside of the circuit. Just gives him enough room though. He stays offside the grass. But Little Mac gets the run. He hits the wall on the outside. That's going to compromise his run. Surely Boys Noise can get it back from this. He can't. Little Mac was lucky he didn't lose all the pace I thought he would lose. Have a look at this. This is on board from 305. There was a lot happening here. Magic Man was there. I think Boys Noise went for an overtake and it just didn't quite work, and then it put him in a compromised position, and that allowed Little Mac to get the run as well. So things are starting to calm down now in that midfield. Probably not for long though. Let's have a look back up the front. We haven't seen them for a while. It is Spec 1 with an absolutely storming lead. He's 14 seconds ahead of anyone at the moment in that AMG. CK and Nataku though, they're neck and neck, and they're bump drafting to catch him. They know they need to work together now, because it looks like Spec 1 is storming away with the win. And we're actually, wow, we're almost halfway through this one already. It's been non-stop since the start of this one. We've had 2 red flags, and absolutely, it's been overtake galore today. Everything has happened that you could possibly happen in a race. So good to see. And we've even got these guys working together now to try and catch Spec 1, who is just on a different level here at Bluemoon. Becquar's catching them too. I wonder if he'll get back into the bump draft party. So 305, he's under some sort of pressure now. Little Mac is about to get his desserts if he can. 305, his next target. 305's I think 305 would be a little bit higher today if he hadn't had a few errors here and there that have caused him to slip backwards. Because in practice his timings were very consistent. He's the bump drafting Magic Man. So these guys, they want to try and catch Death Scythe and Co, who are ahead of them. So some of the drivers, they're thinking long term here. They know they're only halfway through. Anything can happen. So it's good to see. race continues. Now, for whatever reason, I haven't been able to see the YouTube chat for pretty much the entire race. So I haven't been ignoring you guys. I've just pulled it up then. Because usually the YouTube chat works just fine and I have no problems. But apparently today I have had issues. But evening, Arrowhead. Evening. Oh, the request for the song. If you guys want to know what the song is called, it's called Little Cookie 2. I've forgotten who says it. It's called Little Cookie 2. I'll let you know at the end of the stream if you hang around. I will get you the author of it as well. J-Rod's here. Good Rocky. Yeah, you guys were talking about the red flags. I didn't even see any of that chat happen. So, there you go. Rocky, your message to Alex about joining the Facebook page. I've just approved that. I don't know why it wasn't approved. I can see the YouTube messages now, but not on the screen. I don't know why. I'll try to fix that on the fly. Hang on. Someone write a message in YouTube. Oh, I will. CK's holding the lead over Nataku now. Looks like CK's just got the edge over him, performance-wise, and ability through the lap. They're coming up to some lap traffic, though. That might cause them some drama. These two guys right now will be working together to catch the two ahead of them. So will these two, Silvestro and Little Mac, on the same team. They might as well. Otherwise, they'll just be hurting their own chances. Yeah, Nataku and CK are working together to try and catch Spec 1. There we go. The messages are up from YouTube. I don't know why that took so long for them to load, but there you go. Sorry I didn't see them early on, but there you go. I've got all the messages back up. It's annoying when it does that. Spec 1, look at that. He's lapping 11th place Hoodie, who is not slow. I thought the chat was a little bit quiet today. I was like, surely they're usually more vocal than this. And you guys were, you're just on YouTube. So blue flag's out now for Hoodie. Hoodie's on some quick laps right now, 107.1. We saw 106s in qualifying from Nataku, but 107s consistently from the guys through the laps. Let's go for an onboard with him. Not sure if Specs use mediums. He's on his softs right now, though. See if I've got him. I haven't got him on my list yet. Probably not. Woody getting the position back. That is not usual for a car that's been lapped to do that. Woody, he saw the gap. I don't know why he went for it. He really didn't need to go for that move. That's just going to slow down Spec 1 now. I mean, he's not fighting for that position. And now Woody's run ahead down the straight. Interesting. Little Mac has been disconnected, unfortunately. So Little Mac's out. Spec 1 getting the move back. He's not happy that Hoodie, I don't think, took that position at the hairpin. Hoodie is obviously racing against those around him. J-Rod being one of them. But this is not his race. This is interesting to see. Spec 1, he wants to grow that lead, 16 seconds. I think he would have been able to grow the lead probably a little bit more if he'd been given the time. Well, Hoodie now being cleared. So I think that's going to clear it up finally. CK in second, Natako in third. These two haven't changed position now for some time. They are bump drafting each other to try and catch Spec 1, who is now 17.5 seconds. So look at that, he's already gained 1.5 seconds through that corner. So Spec 1 is flying. As we go through the field, Spec 1 to Bestro. Yeah, we'll have to see how the field pays off for Spec 1. It could bring everyone back into, well, front-running contention. Natako's into the pits. Stark takes the pit lane as well. They're obviously going to take some fuel. Yes, they do. Did anyone ever do the conversion from 39 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit? Because I'm sure it's 40 degrees Celsius now. It's probably even hotter in the room that I'm in. Wrong, Rocky. The practice is definitely paying off. So softs for then, Natako. Let's have a quick update through tyres. Haven't done that for a while. Soft, soft, soft. Soft for Natako. Mediums for Magic Man. Is that 25 degrees Fahrenheit though? I don't know what the square says. Is that Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius? Because it came up on my thing as a square. Or is it cold? It's an emoticon, isn't it? Boys Noise is on softs. So it's 305. So it's Hoodie. Just beat. Big red, too rare, and we lost Little Mate. So most of the drivers right now are on the soft tyre, including the front runner. Magic Man's taking off his mediums and taking some fuel. Boys Noise coming in for the Powerhouse team. We'll get some new rubber boots. 102 degrees. There you go. 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what it is right here, right now. It is freaking hot. In fact, yeah, it's still 39. Feels like 39. And by 12 o'clock, so in about 5 minutes time, it's going to hit 40 degrees. Which is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's hot. I knew it was hot. I knew once someone did the conversion for you, you'd realise just how hot it is. It is... I don't think I've even been in weather this hot for a long, long time. I mean, we get like usual 35 degrees, 36 degrees, but 40 degrees is like pretty rare. But we've done it. Spec on the mediums. He is. So Spec, the front runner on the mediums. Let's see how his lead. Well, he's still got a 9-second lead. And, well, he's going to get rid of the mediums. I don't know how quickly he's going to get rid of them. The fuel is going to be the other interesting factor here. So CK getting rid of the mediums quickly. Getting back onto the softs. He's taken no fuel. He's over halfway. Yeah, Spec 1 needs fuel. Look at that. He's under a quarter left. He's almost empty. So I think it's going to be a quick stint on the mediums, and he's going to get straight back to those favoured softs. Beckwai also needs fuel. CK doesn't really. CK's taking a bit of fuel. So's Nataku. So that probably explains the gap between these two guys and the front man, Spec 1. We'll see how it works out later on. 25 degrees is nice, not cold. Oh, 25 degrees Fahrenheit is cold though. You're right, -3. That's ridiculous. That's under freezing. So it's probably colder than my freezer, bro. Have fun with that one. It's a cold, cold day. Mike, rug up. That's my best advice. Not that I've never even seen snow, believe it or not. Now we've got a little bit of a battle forming between second placed CK and Beckwai. Their strategy stints seem to be converging now. CK though in that beamer is trying to outpace him a little bit. Beckwai though keeping his race line nice and smooth. And see if he can't force CK to overdrive somewhere. Maybe through that corner, hit that wall. That'll be a huge error that Beckwai could exploit and get the overtake executed on. But CK looks pretty quick at the moment. Golden Fantasy hosting us. Thank you very much, brother. Well, look at this. Beckwai's come out of nowhere, and he's put the pressure straight back on CK. And CK once again gets the great acceleration out of the corner, and he's just holding the gap right now. So Beckwai's just out of striking distance. Golden Fantasy hosting us on Mixer. Thank you very much, bro. Yes, we are on Mixer these days. If you haven't heard, we're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube and Mixer, so you can pick your favourite. If Mixer's that one, you can go there and watch it. I must say the quality on Mixer's pretty good, but I think Facebook started to do HD streams, because I've started to notice the HD option come up. So it looks like Facebook's catching up. But I still think Twitch and Mixer are the two best looking ones. Death Scythe and Sebestro, they were working together now. They've got some lap traffic that they got around. Magic Man, well, he's been holding 6th and 7th pretty consistently this whole race. And he's now 7th. Boys Noise is 8th. So it's good to see him up there. 305 out of the walls right now. Woody's in 10th place, and he's getting blue flags now because he's back ahead of Spec 1. Interesting. This one's been going on all race. Spec 1's obviously got the pace, but Woody's also got the pace as well. J-Rod's on some new softs. Gel Speed's struggling. He's got some blue flags he's going to have to get away around for. There we go. There's all your drivers. Spec 1 in. He's taking the mediums off and he's going to get fuel. So now it's a matter of, will CK get the lead? I think he will. Spec 1's going to need a lot of fuel. It's a quick pit stop though. What's the gap between them? It's less than 2 seconds. It's growing to 3. 9/10. He's back ahead. He's actually got the lead. I thought he'd come out ahead, but he didn't. CK... Spec 1 with a fantastic stint. Comes back out ahead after fueling, but I don't think he fueled all the way. Let's have a look. Oh, he's fueled halfway. Oh, I think he's fueled enough. He could have fueled a little bit short. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be very tight. So, the fuel situation, very interesting now between these two. Let's have a look at the run up to the pit as it was coming by. Spec 1 was leaving. There he goes. There's Spec 1 into the corner. I'm sure CK thought he could have a crack, but see, Spec 1 was just a little bit too ahead of him. And that made all the difference. But very close right now. CK within slipstreaming distance of Spec 1 for the first time for a long time now. Third place Bekwa is still in behind traffic, so he's losing out, but I think Bekwa needs to go in and take fuel. He does, so Bekwa will lose that third place and Nataku will regain it. He also needs to take some new tyres, but he's done the mediums. Bit of a battle here now for 5th. Just realised Big Red's not part of it. So these two, this duo can bump draft together. And Big Red can probably tag onto the back end of it and gain some time from whoever he's losing time on. And the Magic Man's a little bit by himself right now, isn't he? Boys Noise in a similar situation, and so is 305. And Hoodie, he had Spec 1 with him for a long, long time. He's now outside of that. Bekwa comes in from 3rd. Itaku's just come by, and he's moving down the order there. Comes back out in 4th, so he's just in behind Nataku, so this could be a battle for 4th, 5th, 3rd maybe. It's going to be a tight squeeze at turn 1. A very tight squeeze as Bekwa comes out of the pit lane, and his two teammates, who were quick off the straight, they didn't quite have the pace. They weren't there in enough time to get ahead of him. And he's now got the advantage with the new rubber, and now you can see he's got his teammates with him, so they can all bump draft and try and catch Nataku here. Nataku, even though he's on the same team, he's surely going to be under some strife soon enough. There was an overtake through there. Death Scythe up the inside of Sebestro. Sebestro was going to take a title line, but he's backed out of that one. Hang on, I'm going to open the door and get the aircon to pump into this room. It is too hot. Oh, there you go. You can't hear me. I hit the mute button. Just saying, I wanted to ask when we saw CK go into the pits, was CK consolidating second place? Because it seemed like he's given up on the run for first, and he's just going to protect that third place from getting the overtake, getting the new tyres. That's what it seemed like anyway. Yeah, he was in second, but was he? Because he seemed like he was in a bit of a fight with first, but he's just decided to take new tyres and just not fight for first and protect his second position. I think Spec's good on fuel. That's what I was checking before. Obviously, he couldn't hear me. Well, look at that. He's got a quarter left. It's very tight on fuel. He had similar fuel levels to CK. You can see they're very close. I'm just not sure if if Spec won underfueled, trying to get the run back out ahead in first place. Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if CK was on the older tyres or not, but I clearly forgot to unmute. Because it was just getting too hot in this room. I had to open the door. Let the aircon flow on in. Even though it's in a different room, I can feel the cool air on my back. Because it's too hot. It is far too hot. I'm surprised my computer hasn't actually turned off. It's been so hot. But anyway, we'll get to the end because I'm actually recording this one too. Hopefully I can get some highlights out of it. I'm testing something for the first time. Magic Man. 7th place. Boys Noise in 8th. He's on softs. 305's not too far away though. So maybe 305 can challenge Boys Noise in the run to the end. There's only 7 laps to go though. Up the front, Spec 1, 8 seconds the lead. I think he's good on fuel, and he's back with Hoodie again. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. If you are new, my name's Josh Gain. This is the Pro Division of the SFR GT Challenge, and thanks for coming along. We're live on Twitch, on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer every time. And when I go gaming, I'm actually just going to stream on Twitch and Mixer. Maybe Facebook as well. I don't know about YouTube. Maybe, I don't know. I've got to figure it out. I've got to figure out if you guys want to see when I do the racing stuff as well. Do you want to see it on all the channels or what? So actually that's something you should just let me know, because I want to just start doing back the FIA racing again, and whether or not I should keep that separate from all the racing broadcasts we've got, because we've got a lot. Because I don't know, a lot of people have actually subscribed, and I've never actually played a game since you've subscribed. So I don't know if I don't know. It's hard sometimes to keep people clicking, and I don't want to scare them off with me and my bad driving skills. Yeah, the 305, he had those setbacks early on, didn't he? And it's hurt him. But like I said, he's got that livery for Jade, She's getting the heart surgery to get a pacemaker. That's why he's got that special livery on today. And yeah, we hope she gets through the surgery just fine. So the Flying Dutchman in 9th. Will he catch Boys Noise? Probably not. It's not looking likely at this stage. But you never know. Boys Noise could put himself in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. Oversteer, put the power down too early, slide out, overdrive or something, hit that wall on that second to last turn, and 305 will be straight back in it. He's keeping well clear of that wall now. You hit that wall a few times, you can see he's wearing the scars on the front of the car. I think he's just outside slipstream as well. So it's going to be a hard challenge for him now in the final rundown. Spec 1, look at his tyres. They're running to the death. His fuel has just hit critical levels. We've got 3 laps to go. CK also hit critical levels, but look at the difference in tyres. That is what's going to be the difference. This could be a rundown from 3 laps to go. Let's have a look at the times. Spec 1 has done last lap 1:08.4. Just get back the interval up so you can keep a close eye on the distance between them. 5.3 seconds. 1:07.7, so CK's definitely quicker. There's not enough. If the gap stays the same from here on in, he's not going to catch him. It'll be close. Thank you, Rusty Clark, for your support. Good to have you along, Rusty. And thanks to everyone that has hit the like button today and throughout 2019. It's been a huge support, and thanks for doing so. And if you do usually do it and you haven't done it already, don't forget you can do so. And if you are new, hit the subscribe. We've got more of this stuff coming in 2020, and we'd love to have you along. At the moment, though, we're on the penultimate lap. The gap 4.9, about 5 seconds, let's call it. Spec 1, his tyres, they're close to dying, but I think there's enough grip left that he'll be able to hold the gap. Thank you, Craig. Thank you very much, Craig Bourne. He's gone and hit the like button as well. So it looks like the lead should be safe, but commentator's curse is a terrible thing. I don't want to do it to Spec 1. He's Beckwar though. I didn't think Beckwar would get ahead of Nataku, but he's got a 6-second lead on him. Sorry, Nataku's here. I don't know what happened to him. The man from Black Dragon Racing Team right now, who was looking good for 3rd, has lost it to this man, Beckwar. And Beckwar has had a good race. He's actually flown under the radar so much today, I haven't even noticed that he's up into the top 3. Great little run from him. Spec 1's on the final lap though. Yeah, Rocky says we've got some exciting stuff coming to the schedule in January, and also a special event over the break. Hopefully I'll be able to do that one. Depends when it is. But it has been a great drive from Beckwar. Been a great drive from Spec 1 though. Consistent laps throughout. I think he started about 6th or 5th. We had the 2 red flags as well, so they had to compose themselves to get back into it. But at the end of it all, it's Spec 1. And he's celebrating already. He told Hoodie to get out of the way, and Hoodie did. Hoodie obliged. And here it is on the final lap. Spec 1. He's going to win round number 5 here at the Bluemoon Raceway infield circuit. And what a run it was for him. The checkered flag. He's the first to see it. And there is CK. He wasn't too far off though. 3.6 seconds. And Beckwar with a fantastic run today. Up into 3rd. It was a bit of a ninja. Came out of nowhere and took 3rd. I didn't expect it. Here's Nataku in 4th. I don't know where he lost third place today, but he did at some point. Death Scythe will get 5th place. It'll be Silvestro in 6th, just behind his teammate. Magic Man wasn't too far off them either. Boys Noise is in 8th, and 305, the Flying Dutchman. He wasn't able to catch him in the end. Looks like it'll be 9th place for him though. This is Boys Noise on the final lap for Powerhouse. 8th position. And it's 9th position for 305. And Alston Kurt has gone ahead and hit the like button right at the death. Thank you very much, Alston. But, wow, what a race we had today. Very crazy on the strategy. And it was this man at the end of the day who won it. Spec 1, congratulations. We'll have the interviews, so hang around for those. But that was the last round before the Christmas break. So we won't have this again next Monday or the Monday after. So keep an eye on our Facebook and YouTube scheduling. In 2020 I'm going to put out a proper schedule so you guys know what's happening properly, but keep an eye out on the Facebook especially and the YouTube stream schedules for the next one. I'll let you know when it happens. Oh, I didn't even see what you were talking about, Hoodie. It was a lot of hard racing. Now, we will talk to the top 3. CK, Spec 1, and Becwa. And who do I need to talk to? I need to talk to Nataku. I need to find out what happened. Yeah, results. We lost Little Mac. Little Mac disconnected. So that's who you're missing in 15th. So there's your top man, Spec 1. Let's get in the interview room and talk to him. Who have I got? I've got Nataku and Becwa. CK's just joining us. And Spec 1 is our man of the day. Here he is. Congratulations, Spec, on the win. You had a fantastic
thank you.
Throughout, and you were able to keep it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did not qualify anywhere near what I thought I was going to do. But, yeah, I mean, I just worked my way through traffic and came out on top. I thought for sure CK was going to catch up at some point, but I guess my strategy just worked out.
Yeah, where'd you qualify? It was about 5th or 6th, wasn't it? So you're sitting around the middle of the pack. Did that bother you at all?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I think it bothers any of us when you're not towards the top qualifying. But yeah, it added a factor that I wasn't really prepared for as far as working my way through traffic. But I mean, that's one of the perks of the Mercedes, I guess. It covers up some of my mistakes, and it's got one heck of a takeoff. So
oh yeah, it definitely does. You were getting positions real quick smart from the start. I mean, we had the 2 red flags, which sort of can unsettle you, but that probably gave you 2 laps to practice with the real thing with cars around you, which is, I guess, a good thing.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I was a little frustrated. I was like, oh, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off again after the first red flag. And I'm like, I even told the guys, I was like, man, I got lucky on that one. And, of course, there's got to be a red flag. So,
yeah,
but it all worked out.
It did in the end. Your tyres were running away from you at the end. Was that always the plan for them to be at that stage?
No. What happened was I flip-flopped my strategy by mistake. On lap 20, I was supposed to do mediums, 6 laps, and it just one of them things, a lot to take in, and I'm getting used to this new wheel setup, so my mind was all over the place. So I looked in the pits when I took softs, and I was like, wait, I'm supposed to take mediums. Like, I really hope that don't backfire. So,
well, it worked out in the end anyway, so congratulations on the win again, and you're on top of the drivers.
oh, thank you. Good job, guys. Good race.
Thank you. And then we got CK in second. You were looking close for an overtake. You were charging down Spec 1 when he came out of the pits after he took fuel. Did you think you were going to be able to get the charge on him, or did you think the game was over at that point? And your mic's still muted if you're there, CK. He's gone to the toilet. Doesn't matter. Becwa got third. Congratulations, mate. I didn't expect you at all to get third. You just sort of a ninja out of nowhere. You were in the top 3 at the end of the race.
Yes, I was able to economize on my fuel at maybe the first half of the race a lot. And so I made my way up. I had the strategy of running the medium to only 4 laps at the beginning. So it worked well for me.
Did you find it hard to navigate through the lap traffic at the end there?
At the end, it worked that. No, it went well for me. For the back markers, yeah, I think I didn't lose too much time.
And did you and Nataku work together with some bump drafts when you were together?
No, I weren't that close to Nataku at all at the race. Maybe for half a lap before my pit, I was like at 1 second behind. I didn't have a chance to have his draft. I had drafted at the beginning of the race, not at the end. I was searching for it. I lost CK. Was hoping to have a draft the other lap, but I lost 1 second. So yeah, it was gone.
How close did you get to him? Because I don't think I saw how close you did get to CK. Because it just surprised me that you were in third.
GK just ran out I think the second last pit.
Yep.
He just ran out just behind me. My tires were 3/4 life, and we had brand new tires. So yeah.
Yeah, you're never going to catch him at that point.
I think it was his second last bit.
Well, some good points for you and the drivers as well, and probably some good points for the Black Dragon Racing team. So congratulations, mate. And well done.
Thank you. It's a good race for BDRT.
Oh, it definitely was. Nataku in 4th place, the captain of the Black Dragon Racing team. I thought you were going to get third. What happened? Because all of a sudden, Becwa was ahead of you and you were 4th. Another one with a broken microphone. Is it not working? Probably not. Are you there, CK? No, Nataku's here. I heard something.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is that better?
Sure can.
Okay, good. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Now, I kind of just started chilling and just started getting into my zone, and I don't know, maybe my pitch strategy was just off a little bit, but Beckwell had, really good pace this whole race. Actually, all of us, everybody in the field had good pace with everyone, and he just started working his way up to me, and his strategy, I'll beat mine, and I'm very proud of that. Seeing him progress, seeing everyone progress, and a big shout out to Altista and Atisto. They both helped us out and practiced with us and everything. So big shout out to them and just helping us out with this race.
It just seemed like there were so many of the Black Dragon guys on track today. Have you had any new additions to the team, or is it just I've just not noticed it before?
With me moving back down into pro, it gives us five of us: Little Mac, Cyberstro, Beckwall, Death Scythe, and me. We do have 2 new additions, though. We have a gentleman from Italy, not Kid, and then another Quebec driver, Zap. He's just joined our team. So we're slowly progressing, getting bigger, and, just we're all having fun and being a family and just keep practicing together and just, keep pushing hard each other each and every week. And like me, I used to call them goof laps, but now I have taku laps, and I just started getting in my zone at the end. I mean, Beckwall was about 10 seconds ahead of me. I brought her down to 6 seconds. So, but I mean, all in the end, it felt good that everyone did good. The race was clean, and the red flash kind of messed me up a little bit at the beginning, but after that, everything just fell into place. No problem for everybody. So I had fun.
Yeah, it was good to see, and like I said, the BDRT team got some good points today, so be proud of that one.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having a chat. And yeah, well done on 4th. I thought you'd get 3rd, but 4th is, well, better than nothing.
I was working on it. I was really working on it, but man, I had a lot of fun running side by side with CK, and just like last season, we were together, and it actually was really fun running side by side with him, and very respectfully. So I appreciate him for that, and thank you for everything that you do, man.
My pleasure. It's been a lot of fun in 2019. There's more to come next year. But finally, CK, are you there, sir? Or is he just a mute? I don't think there's any action on CK's end. He can probably hear us, but anyway, congratulations, CK. And yeah, thanks to everyone that has had a chat with me this year as well. Was that someone that wanted to say something, Spec?
Oh, just saying that I can hear CK. Why it's not screen.
Oh, right. It's all good. Anyway, I'll end it there. So thanks for having a chat tonight with me, guys, and thanks for having and anyone else I've called up this year. Thanks for having a chat with me, and I'm sure I'll call you all up again in 2020. Enjoy Christmas, and yeah, Happy New Year as well. Well, that will end the stream. So thank you to everyone as well who's joined the stream this year. Thanks to everyone that has come along, hit the like button, they've subscribed, they've shared the stream, hosted us, donated, sent us stuff, whatever it may have been. Thank you very much. If you do want to donate, the URL bottom left of your screen. Spec One donated 20 US last week. The donation is streamlabs.com/Josh Kane. So yeah, if you want to do that, you may well do it. But if not, just hit the like button. It's the best way you can support us each and every week. And joining the streams. So thanks again. I appreciate everyone that has done so. And thanks to BDRT, Rockefeller, Powerhouse, fans. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people. It's been great. And the whole SFR GT Challenge crew and everyone that's involved. Thank you very much. But yeah, Happy Christmas, Merry New Year. Yeah, I got that around. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and all that. But I'm going to end today and go cool down because it's just hit 40 degrees centigrade. So that's 103 Fahrenheit, something like that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll see you guys later and enjoy your nights. Josh out. Good night.
What I learned later